So yeah, I did color my beard and I used this too dark of a shade. Now I'm looking like
Billy Mays here for OxyClean, the stain specialist.
So are we talking about the Stylecraft Instinct or something else? So guys, today we're going to be talking about a new clipper I got that it is, what can I say about it? It's been probably my most anticipated clipper that I've got a hold of in a long time. And that's because, well, over and over again, they've been pre-order to get, then you miss the sale or whatever it is and you have to wait for the next pre-order. I got tired of playing that game, so I decided to do something completely different. I went to eBay.
Who is eBay?
And I looked up Vector Motor Clipper, and I saw what I've seen one other time on YouTube, the exact same clipper as the Stylecraft Instinct. The exact same clipper. It just has a different branding on it. So guys, this is the Z clipper from Voguers?
Samsonite. I was way off.
Whatever that is. Anyway, this is their, just type in Z clipper in eBay, you'll see it. It is cheaper than the Instinct. You don't get the different face lids, but come on guys. I mean, that's a nice colorway right there. That's I think Los Cut It would really like that. But anyway, so black with red accents, but it's the same clipper, exact same clipper, same motor, everything. If you don't believe me, watch this. There you go. It is crazy how interesting this thing is. It is so small. You guys want to talk about this clipper? Let's get into this.
More power, Rabbit!
So guys, the Z clipper / Instinct has a high-speed magnetic levitation motor or / vector motor. What it does is it senses friction, it senses drag, and so whenever it does that, it then propels itself to be, I think it's 11,000 RPMs. Watch this. As soon as it hits resistance, it ups the RPMs. So guys, this thing mows through hair. This engine, that's what it feels like.
You ever hear the story about the little engine that could?
This motor is just fabulous, completely amazing. If this is your, if a regular clipper has a regular engine, this thing has got nitrous. That's what it feels like. So 3 hours of runtime off of 1 hour of charge. So power, this is a 10 out of 10. Now, besides the power of this clipper, probably the most interesting thing to me is the design. Because, as you guys have known from my other videos, I'm a big guy. I've got huge hands. And whenever I first unboxed this thing, I can see what other guys are talking about whenever they say it feels like a toy. Because it's so little. It is so super small. For instance, Low Pro FX, which by the way, Sean cuts hair. Shout out to you, dude. I got inspired. So I love this certain color of blue. It's throughout all my workshop. I believe it's called Coastal Blue. I think, yeah. If so, I'll put it down below. Anyway, it's a chalk paint from Rust-Oleum, and I decided to give myself some custom Low Pro FXs. So this is my Low Pro. It is the same size, same height as the Low Pro FX trimmer. That's right, trimmer. Then the saber. Same height as the saber. This thing is so small, and the way it has the grips and the taper in the bottom, guys, the design is just, it fits in your hand so well. Something that's bugged me for a long time, and shoot, I'll demonstrate it with the cordless senior. Oh, by the way, for reference of the cordless senior, I mean, it's almost comical, the size difference. I mean, the thickness difference too. I mean, I'm not going to say it feels better than the X-Ergo in the hand. I love the way the X-Ergo feels. It's different, but it's in that same ballpark of like, man, it just fits. It's fantastic. Now, it does come with all kinds of charging options. It comes with a stand. It comes with USB, adaptivity. Is that the right word?
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
I don't know. It's just the design is great. Click lever. It's just overall a very pleasing clipper to see. Now, because it is so small, because I got big hands, and because you guys know I like my grips, I typically have been keeping one of my grip bands on this thing. So that's that. But that's just almost any clipper for me. It's just, I'd rather have that security of having something grippy in my hand instead of just slick plastic. But design, you take the size, you take the weight, because it's so light. You take the power of it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I forgot why I grabbed the senior. Sometimes whenever you're cutting a kid's hair, you have to get in there in their neck, because they might get a little ticklish. I don't know what move that is, but
Let me see you nod your head like this. Let me see you like this.
you have to get in there. And see that back there? You end up hitting them in the shoulder or something. Well, you don't have to worry about that with this thing, because where I would grip it, it doesn't even leave my palm. That's amazing. So this clipper is just getting another 10 out of 10 for design. 10 out of 10. So blade is where I'm not gonna say falls short. I've seen other versions of the Faber blade. Now I saw it with the TPOB. I've seen it now with this. It comes with a version of the Faber blade. But this clipper is so aggressive, I decided to change that, and I'm using just the Gamma Stylecraft taper blade. And I like that for this because it eats through hair so quickly. Having more distance to cover, having more length options as I go through the clicks, that's a nice thing to have on this. And I have the Faber blade on tons of clippers. My X-Ergo, which is my fading go-to, it's got the Faber blade. So as of right now, this is my favorite blade for this, is doing a taper blade. But I mean, whenever the clipper is this good, it doesn't really matter. So the Faber blade is one of my favorite blades. So it comes with something like that. So I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 for the blade.
Because the way that my bank account is set up, the thing is, I got a checking in the savings, but all my money is in the savings. I don't think my card is gonna go through.
So cost for this one, because it is, I'm not gonna say a knockoff, because it's a different branding of the Instinct, I'm gonna compare it to that. The Instinct, usually you're gonna find it for between $235, $239 to even $250. And if they're not being cycled at the time, you can see people on eBay gouging prices on it. Like, I saw one for like $370. Come on, no. I'll just wait if that's the case. But for this thing, and now it was shipped to me from South Korea. 2 days it was here. That is amazing service. That's top-notch service. But this thing, I think it was $183. $183 with free shipping. Now there was tax involved, so it was like $205 by the end of it. Which, for the kind of power you're getting with this, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I would say cost 9 out of 10.
What time is it? Game time. Woo.
Performance. So I am a huge fan of detachable blades because of their ability to go through bulk. However, the past year and a half, my mindset towards that has been challenged. Not defeated, challenged. Because the kind of power you're getting in some of these clippers these days, let's say FX Boost, and now with this, I'm not seeing any difference with the way it goes through hair than a detachable blade clipper. Now wait. But still, this thing uses guards. And the reason I think that detachable blades are where they're at, in my head, as far as being so important to barbers, is because the smoother cut you get with a blade cannot be replaced from a guard, in my opinion. When it comes to a 1.5 or under, I would say that it's just as smooth, because you're going from like just under a 1 without a guard to just barely above it, and that blade is still close to the scalp, so you're getting that smooth cut. But a 2 or a 3, the detachable smoother. But as far as bulk removal, God, this thing blazes through it. It's crazy. And I mean, you can just hear the power when you turn it on. It's just a very powerful performing clipper. And it's also such a nice size that getting into those fade spots, it's top notch, guys. So when it comes to performance, this thing is 10 out of 10. So my overall opinion of the Instinct style clipper, or the Z clipper in this regard, I mean, it's a 10 out of 10. I've never held a clipper that has all the things you want in one package. Now, not everybody likes the lightweight, not everybody likes the smaller build, but I actually saw one dude on here, he was displaying that they actually are making aftermarket bottom cases for the Instinct trimmer that are metal now. I don't know where to get them, but getting this right here, the size factor with a metal bottom, that would damn near make it perfect. But I mean, overall, man, just the way that this thing goes through hair, the way it performs, it's not my be all end all clipper, because I love clippers too much and I like the way my X-Ergo fades more, and at times it's nice to have something that's a little bit more forgiving. But as far as, is this right here worth your money? Yeah, it's worth your money. So overall, 10 out of 10. Well, guys, I appreciate you watching this. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. Let's create a community of barbers who are humble and want to encourage each other and share our knowledge, share our ideas. And also leave some things down below. I'm gonna have some videos coming out soon that are interesting suggestions I've gotten from you guys. So stay tuned for more content. Appreciate you guys, and as always, I'll check you on the next one.
Give it a 10, a fucking 10.